Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Welcome to my review for the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's stars Josh Hudson and Matthew Lillard. The movie is directed by Emma Tammy, and this is the film adaptation of Five Nights at Freddy's. This has been rumored for so long. Five Nights at Freddy's has been such a huge phenomenon video game for fucking what, 9 years now. It's like the ultimate jump scare video game, and it's definitely not a video game I personally enjoy. I've played it. I played the first two Five Nights at Freddy's. I even played it on the channel years back, and it's just jump scares. You play it as the security guard at Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria. You're a security guard. You look through cameras and try not to get killed by the stuffed animals that will eat you and stuff you and rip your head off or whatever the fuck they're gonna do to you. There's Freddy Fazbear, you got Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica, and the game is famous for its jump scares. That's literally why people play Five Nights at Freddy's. Is there much of a story? Not really, but there's a lot of lore and there's fun characters, and it's just a fun game to play to get cheap, easy scares. So, I always knew there'd be a movie, and this is the movie we get, and this could have actually been a very fun, very creative, and enjoyable movie if they did it properly. This movie is a PG-13, tamed, almost borderline TV movie because it has the quality of a theatrical release, but I don't know, it's so tamed with everything, with its violence and language and just the way the characters talk. It feels like prime time television or something. And I don't know, just they focus so much on the main character Josh Hutcherson's playing, and this custody battle and getting the job, and him getting a job at Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's nothing happening. It just, I don't know. The movie should have just been an hour and 20-minute movie about a guy, security job, and dealing with the crazy shit at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Like that's what the whole movie should have been. We don't care about the characters. We want to see the crazy stuffed animals, electronical stuffed animals, fuck shit up and do creepy stuff. There's only maybe two scenes of that. There's not a lot of that or enough of that. There's one near the beginning, which is probably the best part of the movie, and it relies a lot on the third act of all the cheap jump scares, and yeah, it's really not good. This movie is far from scary. This is a movie you can even take your young kids to go see. This is like YTV level scary. This is like watching an episode of Goosebumps. I dare to say there's episodes of Goosebumps that are way more terrifying and haunting than this. It's actually laughable how unscary this movie is. I don't know, they don't even do jump scares properly in this movie. There's barely any jump scares, and that's all Five Nights at Freddy's is jump scares. They don't even really do that. The only thing I liked about this movie was a scene near the beginning was kind of cool, and I like the animatronics of all the villain stuffies, like all the four of them, of Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. They look cool. I like that. I loved when movies bring animatronics and practical effects to movies. That's all great stuff. And I liked Matthew Lillard. I feel like he was the only one that knew he was in a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I feel like everyone else thought this was like a more serious movie, a more subdued movie, or like a drama or something. I don't know what else people were thinking with this movie, but it's just really poorly directed, and this director knows nothing about scares, subtlety, or atmosphere, because there's none of that in this movie. This movie could have been very spooky. Could have been a really good spooky movie about just one character exploring Freddy Fazbear's place and spooky things are happening. It probably could have been better if it was just one night at Freddy's, but maybe like if they did a story like this, Josh Hutcherson gets the job, and maybe the first two nights nothing happens, and the third night creepy stuff happens but he can't explain, then the fourth night all the crazy shit happens, and the fifth night he wants to put an end to it and stuff, and just make the first two nights really short because people want to get to the scares. It could have been a simple 80-minute movie just about Josh Hutcherson at Five Nights at Freddy's. That's literally it. We didn't need this courtroom thing, this backstory of his character that leads to nothing interesting. Like his character is so boring and so dull. I just didn't care, and all these other characters, I just didn't give a rat's ass about the characters. I just wanted to see the monsters do their thing, and that's not even a big part of the movie, and it's called Five Nights at Freddy's. It's really disappointing. The people said it could have been R-rated. Sure, yeah, I think R-rated would have helped it a lot, but I don't think it would have completely saved it because the movie is just not interesting and scary. It's just this director does a terrible job. It's a horribly directed movie, and it's not a very well written movie. And just the movie could have been so much more of a lower budget and just keep it in one location. The movie could have been just all a one location movie, and it could have worked really well. Could have made it a lot more claustrophobic and a lot more creepy and stuff. And the movie could have been very psychological of like maybe the security guard is like making this up in his head, and like maybe he's imagining it and stuff. Like, I don't know, like you could have done so much things with this story, and instead we get this just very generic by the numbers PG-13 horror film that you will not remember in a week or so. So, yeah. This movie could have been actually good if, like, a Joe Dante, like, directed this movie. Because Joe Dante was, like, the king at PG-13 horror films. But, no, we get this. It's not very good. Again, the animatronics is cool. There's one scene that's effective, but it's a bad movie. It's not the worst. Some people are calling it the worst horror movie they've seen in a decade. It's not that bad. There's way worse movies. It's just generic. That's really what it is. It's just generic. It's bland. It's forgettable. It's just kind of blah. That's what the movie is. It's just a bad movie. It's nothing like worst of the year, worst film ever. It's just bad. That's really it is. It's just bad. So nice try, but another failure when it comes to video game adaptations. We had a few good ones this year, but guess we're bound to have some bad ones. Sorry, Sonic and Last of Us and Mario Brothers. You were really putting the good vibes out for the video game adaptations, but this one came in shit on that. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Five Nights at Freddy's a 3 out of 10. It's not good. Go skip it. So yeah, that was my review for Five Nights at Freddy's. So let me know, out of the 4 creatures, who is your favorite creature? I love just Freddy. Freddy's a cool, just like, I love the design of him. But Foxy's cool too, because I love the noise it makes. But yeah, what is your favorite out of the 4 creatures? Comment below, let me know. And just let's play this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the dark side.